So we know the numbers now, and they are awful. 9 people died today at that mall shooting in Allen, Texas.
Hey, please subscribe, follow, and leave a comment. Is this nation becoming a desensitized nation of crime, shooting in every public places whatsoever? It must get to a point where we put a stop in this. I truly am a support of the Second Amendment. I truly believe in the right of those who are capable, have the capacity, those who are responsible enough and have shown responsibility and accountability to on any weapon, for that matter. We must come to a conclusion. There's a lot of weapon out there in the hands of wrong people, and those people really must be at this point we have to have a way where we can really thoroughly make sure those individuals who own those weapons, those are the qualified, and they shown through history and records that they are capable of responsibly on a weapon. It's simply sad. It's heartbreaking, and it's heartily disheartening seeing every day school, tens of children are being killed, mall places, doctor's office, hospitals. We have, as a human being, we must come together and do the right thing. Whether we introduce some bills that will flag someone with certain past of history, whether it's domestic violence, DUI, mental health issues, any mental capacity and capability of being responsible to withhold a license or to even purchase a gun. I mean, some states here in Florida, you don't need a license to own a gun. And as a matter of fact, imagine how many people who are incapable of responsibly owning a gun, and at any time anything can happen, whether it's either at the home, whether it's at a public place or any random place. In fact, I've been very scared going to the beach lately because I've been thinking, man, for that many shooting that is taking place, what if it's just a matter of time when some nut job decide to grab anything, a pistol, Glock, AK, any weapon, to just go out and then start shooting randomly, and it's saddening. It's scary. Politicians must put party aside over human lives, because you cannot constantly saying that you are pro-life and sit down and watching all these innocents, children, toddlers, elders being shot. Innocent people are being destroyed every day. There's a shooting every week. I do not want to be exaggerated to say every day, but there's a shooting so often. We're becoming, as a nation, very desensitized of these events.
CB.
Hi, John. So great to get that update from police. Of course, news, the last thing that we wanted to hear with these death tolls. We now know, I'm going to recap for our viewers. This is from local authorities there in Allen, Texas. 7 people were found dead on scene. 9 people were taken to the hospital. 2 of those 9 people died after being transported. There are 3 currently in critical surgery, and 4 are in stable condition. That's a lot of numbers I just threw out there, but the larger takeaway is that 9 people lost their lives today. We did also hear from police that after the first call came in at 3:36 local time this afternoon, they immediately activated their, quote, active attack protocol, and that was why we saw that huge response to the scene. We, of course, have learned that it was an officer who was there on an unrelated call. That officer located the shooter and then neutralized the shooter, effectively killing the shooter. Again, we're being told the shooter acted alone, but now police say they need the public's help for any video evidence. I want to see, as we learn more about this shooting, there's still a lot that remains uncertain. But from the witness accounts that are being told to local reporters there, one thing is for certain. The people who were at this outdoor shopping mall today had some of the most terrifying moments of their lives. I want to see if we have a video captured by someone who was there as the shooting unfolded. I do want to warn our viewers, though, that you can hear the gunshots, and this video is upsetting. If we have that, okay, we don't have that video right now. But again, John, we are seeing horrible witness accounts come out of this scene. People who were there captured the terrifying moments in the videos. You can hear gunshots. You can see shattered glass, horrific sights. And again, that latest update from officials there in Allen, Texas, some 30 miles north of Dallas, 9 people in total died after this tragedy. And again, of those taken to the hospital, we know that 3 are in critical surgery and 4 are currently in stable condition. We've also learned, as Casey Stiegel, our correspondent, mentioned earlier, there is going to be a vigil held tomorrow. And so the next steps obviously will be for law enforcement to continue processing this crime scene, but also the community as they try to move forward after this type of tragedy, as they try to find healing. And we know that perhaps the first step to that will begin at this vigil happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. local time.
As constituents, we must push those we elect to do the job. There must be some bills introduced that will start showing red flag of some people with some histories of violence or health, mental health issues, because we cannot sit down and making it a normalcy. Every day we wake up on the news as there's a mass shooting, and it's just sad. It's heartbreaking for parents and for anyone and everyone. So we must put a stop in it. Leave a comment, subscribe, and follow.